Hi, my name is Barry Nicholson, and I'm a copywriter and a marketing consultant. I own a company called One Stop Direct Marketing. And today I wanted to make a video about shock and awe packages or shock and awe boxes. I've had a lot of inquiries about these lately. I've written a number of these throughout the years, and I've seen that people are kind of a little confused as to what they are for, how they work, and so I just wanted to make this video to show you one and kind of explain what it does. So the idea behind a shock and awe package is to send something that's impressive through the mail as a first impression to a client or to a potential client. And as far as who you send these to, that's really up to you. Obviously, this particular one that I'm going to show you, this is about $15 out the door, and depending on your market, $15 may not be a lot to spend on a prospect. It may be a fortune to spend on a prospect. That's really, neither here nor there. It really depends on your market and your business and how you can make that work. And there's lots of different ways to do these. I'm just going to show you one way that I do them, and but I've done them differently, and I've done different components. I'm just going to show you one today as an example. So the idea behind it, though, is just to make a great impression, to separate yourself from your competitors, and to respond quickly to good prospects with a really thorough sales package. So they have maybe a different impression of you whenever they talk to you the next time. So let's go ahead and dive in. So again, we sent this out in a priority mail package. Don't have to do it that way. You could send it out in a full-blown box, if you will. I've seen that done, or something a little smaller. It just depends on your product and your company. We send these out in presentation folders like this. I think that looks nice. It makes, but with this particular client, we were trying to give them more of a corporate kind of look and feel. Their particular industry has had some negative press, and they're certainly a very trustworthy company, and so we wanted to try to make them look more corporate and more financial, if you will, in their particular industry, and make them look more corporate. So that's why we did the package the way that we did. Let's go ahead and take a look inside. I always like to make sure that these things start with the most important thing, which to me is the pitch on the left, which is the main sales letter, and then on the right is the proof. So that's going to be the testimonials, case studies, things like that. So with this particular one, we did just a 4-page sales letter, and now in the sales letter, we don't really need to go over answering objections or testimonials or those types of things, because that's in the rest of the package. So this is really just more the core pitch. This is what the product or service does, the advantages of it over other competitors and that type of thing. It's just hits all those main points. Now on the right side, of course, is the testimonials, and this to me is the most impressive part of the package. It's 16 pages. Now you may think, wow, that seems like overkill. I would have put more in here if we had them. I mean, because this is really a lot of the shock value to the package, is the fact that they are sending 16 pages of testimonials from real people that have used their service, and a lot of the stories in here are very compelling. So that's why I wanted to be the first thing really that somebody saw when they opened the package. Here's another form of proof. These are kind of like case studies that they've done, and again, just lots of them there. Want people to really look at this and think, wow, this is very legitimate. And then over here on the right side, again, it's just this is more of an effort to make them look more corporate, like I said. And so this particular one is like a standards of excellence, or you might do like a mission statement type of thing to make yourself look like a legitimate company. This particular sheet is it's kind of like a tear sheet mailing, if you've ever heard of those. Some people call them J letters. If you have the idea is that it's kind of like a press release reprint, or not a press release, but so much like where you got press, or if you got a magazine article written about your company. They didn't have that, so I actually needed to write this from scratch. Everything in here is certainly true. It's a story about one of their prospects or about one of their clients. But I had to create this. But again, it looks very much like a real news article. And then this is just a sheet in there about their corporate team, their leadership team. And now on the left side is more sort of the sales letter elements. this particular industry has a lot of people that are procrastinators, and so we kind of wanted to twist the knife, if you will, about what it will happen to them if they don't take action. How much the worse things could get. So this is what can happen if you don't take care of the problem, and it's just a few bullet points in here. Now the other thing is that this is a common objections and overcoming those common objections booklet. 5 excuses for not solving a problem and why they wouldn't hold up in court. And of course, I just interviewed salespeople at the company and found out what the most common objections were. And of course, we squashed those objections in that booklet. And then the last piece here is the mistakes people make when choosing this type of company and how to avoid them. Well, of course, this is just a competitive comparison sheet. This is why they should choose their particular company over their competitors. So that is it on that particular package. Now, that's certainly not everything you could ever do. I mean, there's a lot of shock and awe packages that might also include graphs and charts, video elements like DVDs, or links to DVDs. Obviously, a lot of people are using DVD players much anymore, but some people, certain people certainly are. Audio, like CDs, still people have CD players in their cars, and they may not be interested in reading, but they'll certainly pop a CD into their CD player. There's other things that you could do. You could put in jump drives and things where they can download things and all those kinds of things. But mostly what I have done has all been print material. But there's lots of different ways to do these. But they are very effective. This particular package has been very successful for this client. So I hope that helps clear up some questions that you might have about shock and awe packages. If you're interested in having one of these created for your company, I've created quite a few of them. I could certainly send you samples, they do take a while to create. It's not something that can be created overnight, but we also do the graphic art for them as well. So we can do the writing and the graphic art, or we can just do the writing. It's up to you. So hope this has been helpful, and let me know if I can help you.